back. We have a supervised copy and taste for you guys on this Tuesday. Paul is back. We're making giant fluffy pancakes.
Yes. And this is one of the ones that y'all gave me. This one was a challenge. This is not like a beginner.
Oh, good.
So I'm glad that I saw these on TikTok. We have a video to play. I saw this. I'm like, this would be really great to do on the show. But then I saw it, and I'm like, there's no way on God's green earth that myself and Adam could make these.
Well, I was about to say, why are we trying to do the advanced version here?
They left out a lot of things.
Oh, well, that's even more. See, now that explains why most of our things fail, Taylor.
Yep. Yeah. That's why we got Paul to supervise us today.
So one of the keys to this and a lot of recipes is preparing ahead of time. So you want to have everything ready to go once you start cooking.
Okay.
Now, these happen to take a little while to cook. So we have the egg whites over here. I did have to start whipping because I forgot the whisk on the big machine.
It's okay. We got you covered.
Right. Y'all had us covered. We did the first part by hand and messed up Ben. I'm sorry, Ben. Developing Lafayette's great. But the other thing is, so wet ingredients versus dry ingredients. Okay, so this is cake flour.
Okay.
And that's going to make them fluffier and everything. It has a little bit less of the proteins. This is baking powder.
Okay.
We're going to want to mix those together by themselves.
Okay.
Separate from the wet ingredients, because the wet ingredients are going to go in here. And then after those are mixed in pretty well, that's well enough.
What would you constitute pretty well?
That's well enough.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is whisk these together. And what you're going to want to do is put your dry into the wet, not the other way around.
Oh. Really?
The wet into the dry is what I meant.
Okay.
You're going to take the wet into the dry, and what that's going to do is allow you to mix it in a little bit. Because
how's that?
Yeah. It's like scrambling eggs.
All of it?
Yeah, you just pour it in and then start mixing it together. The key is you don't want to mix too much. Don't worry, Taylor, I'll tell you when it's not too much.
Okay, good, because I'm just going to keep on going over here.
Yeah, you basically just kind of bring it together. Okay. And Adam, if you want to go ahead and start on those egg whites.
All right.
Just on level 1.
Gotcha.
Same thing, you do not want to overmix the egg whites. You want to get them to stiff peaks, and there we go.
What is a stiff peak? Everyone always says this on a video.
Why is this increasing?
Because it's going to increase in volume. We're going to put a little vanilla in there. Okay, let's put a lot of vanilla.
Okay,
all right, so that's going to be good. So once we get those egg whites whipped up, and they're going to be stiff peaks, we'll see if he gets to that at this. This is, yet again, this is not, like I said, the easiest. You're going to fold those in. And one of the secrets is you take 1/3 of it, mix it in pretty well, and then fold the other 2/3 in lightly to make them nice and airy.
Oh boy.
And this is one of those things, a lot of people are like, well, I bought a 10-piece set, but it's got 5 lids.
Yeah.
The lid is a piece.
Okay.
You cannot cook these fluffy pancakes without a lid at home. Okay, you can use an electric griddle or something like that. It still has to be on top. You're gonna cook it on a low heat. Because these things are stacked up so high, I'm actually going to cook this one at 200 degrees.
Okay.
Okay, this is a non-stick pan, but we are still going to use some oil. Low flavor, you can use butter because it's such a low temp, it's not going to brown or anything else like that. You can still do it. And the oil has more than just an don't make it stick. It has some other functions to it. It evens out cooking and does a lot of other things. But this lid is
It is important. We have about 30 seconds left. How's it looking over there, Adam?
All right, turn it off. Okay. And if
are we
you
at
look,
stiff peaks?
No, we are not.
Boy.
This is not stiff peaks. This is still soupy.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Over the break, we're going to be whipping these up, finishing them up, mix it together, and then make the fluffy pancakes, which actually does take about 10 minutes.
Wow. We have a lot to do. Adam, you have weather to track.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that I didn't hear a word that y'all were talking about. It was just this noise in my ear.
Well, you were focused on a hard task.
No, literally, I couldn't hear what y'all were saying.
Well, we got a wrap. Welcome back to a supervised copy and taste with friend of the show, Paul. So we're making those thick, fluffy pancakes.
Right.
So we've already gotten the stiff peaks. We folded in stuff. What was in that batter? I see you adding vanilla over there.
Yeah, I put vanilla into the whip stick, and you were asking what stiff peaks are. See how they're sticking up right there?
Yeah, that's considered a stiff peak?
Yeah, that's the whites.
Okay.
Now after that, like I said, this is not an advanced one. This is something where you have to have the lid. We put a little bit of water in there, create steam. And what that's doing is taking the air that you just incorporated into the whites, egg whites and everything, and that's helping it fluff up, which is what creates that pancake.
Oh.
Now when you look at the ones that they have on TikTok and everything, and they're these perfectly
giant,
round, and they're standing like 6 inches tall. No, they're using a form. And most people at Dead Home do not have it. Like I said, this is non-stick. This is actually one of my brand new. This one happens to be a Fissler brand.
Okay.
It's got a very thick bottom, so it evens out the heat, which is what you want.
Is that important for something like this?
Hugely important.
Okay.
Unbelievably important. We've also got some really nice silicone cookware so that you don't scratch your surface.
Oh, that's
and whatever else. Actually, this pan doesn't have those PFEOEs and blah, blah, blahs and all the stuff that nobody wants. That one's ceramic.
Nice.
And what I did is for sizing purposes, we're using a scoop that's very consistent. So we're putting it on, we let it cook for 3 to 5 minutes and then add it a little more.
Okay. And that's also going to help with that volume too, even though if we don't have the form at home. Now these videos of the pancakes, they're crazy. I feel like there's no way people at home could do this.
Well, I guarantee you that there's a lot of steps missing, right?
Yes. This is a very intricate, you've got 2 separate preparations for the eggs. Then you have to bring them together correctly. And whipping egg whites is something that you're not going to get it right the first time.
Yeah.
You're just not. I still mess it up sometimes because I'm not paying attention. You cannot whip and text.
Don't text and stir roux.
Yeah,
don't
do
whip
not
and
text and roux.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's my trade thing. You know. But anyway, so yeah, and I'm going to be doing some more cooking videos and everything. Paul I.O. Food. I've got Facebook, Instagram, and we do have a YouTube. I haven't had a chance to upload a bunch of the videos, but we're working on that.
Yeah.
And we're still doing teaching and everything, at home and everything. And you can see where these are. Yeah, they're
getting very fluffy.
They're puffy.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead.
They still have some time.
We're going to add a little bit on top.
It's like making a little layer cake.
Basically, yeah, individually.
That's a good analogy, Adam.
And eventually, one of the crazy things that they do not show on here, and I'll watch some of those videos really, really closely, and if you zoom, if you like focus in, the bottom's already done when they flip these things. Especially in the mold, you can't see, like they'll scoop the thing under and they'll flip it over, and then they cut to a whole nother segment.
Yeah.
Like it's like, no, that one was done. That's the thing that like most people, they're sitting at home and they're like, oh my God, I totally messed this up. Because they're using camera tricks on you in these TikTok videos. So
what you're saying is what you're looking at on TikTok may not be real.
May not be real.
Not fully.
Whereas here, there's no camera tricks here. So
no, zero.
No, this whole thing was a camera trick, let me tell you.
If we mess up, we're going to mess up, and we're going to mess up hard. So I'm excited
it's not going to be bad.
These are going to be good. I'm excited to try them. So we're going to be tasting these, hopefully, coming up after this. Stay with us, guys.
Yeah, I'm about to flip.
And our pancakes are not quite done yet. We just
But it goes to show you, this is not just a...
I've told y'all before I come on here and I just make stuff. These I actually practice ahead of time.
Yeah, I feel like you need to.
If you feel like at home, if you feel where this one, that one, whatever.
This one.
Yeah. If you feel like you're a failure because you didn't get these the first time, don't.
It's okay.
This is not.
Just imagine what Adam and Taylor would have done.
These are
would not.
hard.
And you can see like they look beautiful.
They look
they really do.
They are
if
puffy.
we could get a bump shot.
They smell amazing, but also like I said, one of the keys is yes, this is going to come out a little bit better because we have really good cookware.
Yeah.
We have just the right tools, and you don't need the big stand mixer.
Yeah.
But you can do these things by hand.
Delicious. We're gonna post all this on KLAF.com. Have a great Tuesday, y'all.